Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name is Bob, I'll be your host. And in this video, we're going to talk about vampires. This is going to be another kind of rambling video. My real life has kind of caught up with me lately, and I've been having a little bit of trouble putting some of my videos together. And so we're just going to take an opportunity to talk about what's been on my mind, which is vampires. Why, I don't know. So much so that I've decided in October, I usually try to look at horror themed games or books with a horror element to them. So I think this year I might do a vampire theme through the month, which might be cool. But for whatever reason, I've been thinking about running a vampire game recently, like for the past few weeks, which is weird because I haven't thought about running a vampire game in a long while. The three games that I'd like to run most vampire-wise is I like to play a first edition Vampire the Requiem game. I really like Requiem game more than Masquerade, but I've always had trouble finding players for Requiem. It's just nobody in the group that I hang out with and game with wants to play it. I mean, I have gotten to play it before with other people, but it's just, I guess, different tastes. I'd also like to try and run a game called Blood Dark Thirst again, which is a really cool vampire game. If you ever get the chance, you should probably check it out. It's very easy to run and play. I'd also like to try my hand at running a 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade game, and which is the newest version of Vampire the Masquerade. And I figured I'd find players to play that, but oddly enough, in the group and the people that I talk to and play games with, nobody wants to play 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade. I know there are people out there that like the game and want to play it, but nobody seems to want to in my groups. The biggest excuse I hear from them is there's no lore in the 5th edition Vampire the Masquerade game, which I find very odd because it uses the exact same lore as the previous editions. They just advanced the timeline. So I think that's a rather bogus excuse. But I really like some of the rules changes in the 5th edition of Masquerade, but currently can't find players. And it's just odd to me that I'd be thinking of running a vampire game now. Back in the day, we were running 4 or 5 different vampire games through the week, as well as a few other games, such as Dungeons & Dragons and Star Wars and so forth. But those days are long gone. Most of the people from that group have all lost touch and gone their separate ways, which happens over the years. Makes me a little sad. But that is what it is. But I still don't know why I'm thinking of vampires so much lately. Just odd. A little bit of channel stuff. I was thinking about for a while doing a live stream, but I couldn't decide on whether I wanted to do a live stream here on YouTube or on Twitch, or even what the theme of the live stream would be. But given how chaotic things are in my real life at the moment, that's all back burner stuff now, and maybe in the future. But if you got any idea of whether you'd like to see a live stream on Twitch or here on YouTube, or even a theme, let me know in the comments. That would be appreciated. Just to know if there's interest in such a thing. But anyway, like I said, this is just a rambling video. Mostly talking about why I got vampires on the mind, which I don't know why. But we might do a few more of these rambling videos coming up, given that things are a little chaotic right now. But I do have some other books I'm going to be looking at soon as I find time to put the videos together. And like I said, in October I'm going to try to run a vampire theme through the month. Got an idea for a little bit larger video that I'm thinking of. I don't know if I'll have time to put it together yet or not. Hopefully I do. But what are your thoughts on vampires, game-wise? I'd like to know. But anyway, thank you for joining me for my rambling, as incoherent as it is. And hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.